COUNTYBOYSIN.
All right, bro. So let the people know your name, bro. And where you from.
I'm MOSQUIAT from Delaware County, by way of Philadelphia, but I claim Delaware County. I was born in the city, though.
You was born in the city?
Yes, sir.
So what make you claim Delaware County if you was born in the city?
I moved to Delaware County when I was 10 years old. My whole family from Philly, you feel me? I went to Philly on the weekends. My dad crib, my grandmom's crib, shit like that. But I grew up, you feel me? That's where I lived at since I was 10 years old. And I feel like it gave me a lot of structure to become the person I am today. So, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, niggas be super fascinated with claiming Philly, claiming the hood, claiming, you feel me? But I just feel like it played a big part in my life. So why not claim it?
You know, bro, one of the reasons why I felt like I had to have you on here was because I felt like you was the type to go against the grain.
Yeah.
I mean, like always. I mean, I kind of see that about you. I mean, like we talked off camera and we talked about like what I'm about and like, you know, how I kind of studied and like, you know, how I kind of read people, right?
Exactly.
When I first saw you, it seemed like you really kind of had this type of like gesture of like you had a sense of structure to you. Like, you know, you came from somewhere that you wasn't really kind of inside of the streets. Not saying that you ain't from the hood or not, because I ain't trying to classify you in any way, in any means, but it did seem like you did have some type of cloth to you.
No, I grew up in the suburbs. You feel me? My family from the streets, though, you feel me? So that's where I got that little rough edge from me. That's how I ended up. You mean jumping in the streets? And, you know, I jumped out the porch late. I wasn't in the streets till I was in my early 20s or some shit like that. You feel me? So I didn't grow up in the streets and having to do this and having to do that. I grew up cool. You feel me? I was a silver spoon kid for real. So, I mean, it's just the rough edge come from me. You mean my parents? My mom grew up in the projects. My pop from South Philly. My step pop from South Philly. My grandparents from South Philly. They all hustled. They all, you feel what I'm saying? So that's just where that come from. But I grew up in the suburbs, man. I come from Delaware County, man.
Right. Yo, that you got something on your wrist there. What is that?
Cartier.
That's a Cartier joint because it's blinking off the camera. That's a Cartier joint.
Cartier,
I fuck with that joint. That joint type heavy. I fuck with that. Inspiring the young youth to kind of work towards something and kind of not necessarily be in violence, like you said.
Exactly.
You could still be black and come from the suburb and still wear a Cartier or Rolex or Patek or something.
Come Hermes on his arm. Come Cartier on his arm.
You said Hermes?
Yes, sir. We come Hermes on his arm.
Okay.
Cartier on his arm.
I fuck with
4 carats on this.
4 carats on the neck. You mean? I fuck with that. So, Sa, coming from the suburbs, how easy was it to kind of jump in a rap? How did you do that?
He was giving me hell, bro.
What?
He was giving me hell on the city because I wasn't, you feel me? I wasn't claiming the city. So it was on a like, you're not from here type shit. But, you know, Delaware County, I'm right outside of Philly, like literally 10 minutes outside of Philly, you feel me? So it ain't like I'm from fucking like Reading or Pottstown or Phoenixville, some shit like that. And I'm claiming Philly. Like, I'm really born in Philly and I live 10 minutes outside the city, you feel me? So it was on the tip like, he from the county, you feel me? Like, he from the county. But, you know, I've been rapping for a long time. Like, I was on DVDs and shit, you feel me? So I fought my way through it, you feel me? And I always been like the fly guy, you feel me? And I had a clothing line when I was like 15. We was throwing big parties in the city. So it wasn't super hard, but they wanted to give me hell. Like, niggas that came from, you know what I mean? Niggas that came from the bottom, niggas that was in the hood, like, you feel me? Like, them rappers, they wanted to give me hell just because of where I was from type shit. But that shit ain't never been about nothing, though. You see, I pushed through that with no problem.
Who showed you love? From the music tip when you found yourself coming out? Like, either they was on or they just was like, all right, well, we both not on, so let us take it to the next level together. Who's on that tip?
Quilly.
Stay woke, cause niggas sleep about it. Crazy.
Was you on when he showed you love, or you was on when he wasn't showed you love?
Yeah, I wasn't lit yet. Yeah.
But he was lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quilly like my family. Like, that's like, he come on my mom's aunt. That's my family. Like, you feel me? Okay. Like, now I say I'm from Philly for like, I was born in Philly. Like, type shit, I lived on Hain Street. You feel me? Like, that's where I lived at, Hain Street. Quilly my folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, Quilly, I was cool with Jahai. I was under the Go-Getters early on. I was under the Go-Getters when I was a pup. I was a little nigga. I was under the Go Getters for a second.
The Go Getters from Philly.
Yeah, Georgia had them. Yeah.
Right.
Core. When Core was taking off,
he come up in all
yeah, me and him was going on. Big O, of course, like you feel me, that's my family. But you know, that's really about it. I really created my own lane, paved my own way type shit. I was talking about shit that other niggas wasn't talking about. I was talking about getting fly, like getting money, getting bitches. Like I was rapping about that kind of shit, you feel me?
So one of the reasons why I wanted to really get you on here too was because like you had the grease. You had the 365 days of grease, right? Don't think I don't know about that. I don't know if you
that was 2017, 18.
Did you think I was gonna ask you about that?
No.
You don't even think keep it above.
No. A lot of people don't know about it. Well, I got a big buzz from it, but like a lot, you gotta be like a day one type shit.
Nah. I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm day one because niggas be like, yo, bro, what I dropped in 2016? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. But no. That was something that was monumental and it kind of caught a lot of people eyes.
Hell yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me looking at you, bro, like I really didn't.
Damn, Bugsy. I mean, shout out Bugsy. Bugsy, he posted me during 365 Days of Grease, did a record with me, all that shit before I had a buzz. Like, you feel me? He got me a bunch of followers and shit. So shout out to Bugsy. I forgot about Bugsy.
And explain, well, I'm going to explain to the people so I can make it real quick. Yeah. Grease was something that you did 365 days. It was a freestyle to where you was giving it to the people. I'm not sure if it started during COVID or if it didn't.
Before 2017, 2018 to 2018.
Okay, bet. So
from like March 2017 to March 2018.
So you took on a challenge to where you either brought up the challenge or somebody challenged you to where you was going to rap or do a freestyle on social media for 365 days straight. And that's when I kind of got in tune with you. You see what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what's grease? Like, I was like, is grease something I don't know about? You feel what I'm saying? So that's what kind of got me hit to you, bro. How did that transition into a clothing line? You established a clothing line. What's your clothing line?
Love Your Face. Love Your Face been out there since 2011.
Right. So you went from the clothing line into the rapping, and you went from the rapping to the clothing.
It was like they always been hand in hand. Like I've been rapping since I was a kid. I've been making clothes since I was a kid. So I had a clothing line before Love Your Face called Mosca. Mosca I had when I was like 15.
What's that?
Mosca. It means fly in Spanish.
How do you spell it?
MOSCA.
MOSCA.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my clothing line from like 15 up until 2011. And then I started Love Your Face, the transition rate into Love Your Face, and then Love Your Face was from 2011 until now. But I always was a rapper at the same time, you feel me? So that's why it was like kind of easier for my clothes to get some steam to them, you feel me? Because I was a rapping nigga, I was a fly nigga, and I was wearing clothes, you feel me? It's my clothing line right here, you feel me? So it's like I just put it on.
Right, for sure. Bro, you used to wear a lot of designer at one point. Mm-hmm. That was another reason why I was like, all right, bro, kind of getting kind of fly. Mm-hmm. Like I got fuck with bro, right? Like, why did that stop? Was it because, I ain't gonna give you no answers and no options, right? Mm-hmm. Why did that stop? You used to wear a lot of designer, bro.
I feel like the fashion just changed. Like, so we ain't in a time where everybody wearing like super heavy print designer type shit. You feel me? Like I be having designer shit on now, but people don't really know it's designer because it be shit that's hidden. Like it's just like the shit with the logos and the prints all over, all that shit is like it changed. Fashion changed. We have more of a plain type fashion.
Are you trying to say I don't know designer? Like
no,
okay, no, you good, bro. You good. No.
It's just plain though. Like it's my shit just toned down a little bit more now. You feel me? Like that's all. Like I just had some Burberry pants on over there. Nobody would do their Burberry. They just tan pants. You feel me?
You said Burberry?
Yeah. They ain't got no prints all over them. They ain't got no checkers on them and nothing. You feel me? So I be having shit on. It's just I just toned it down a little bit. You feel me? I'm getting older. I don't be looking for the spotlight no more. I don't wear the big chains no more. Like I don't really, you feel me? You see, I'm leather band on my watch now. Like no more bust downs. I'm just chilling.
Right.
I'm older now, so I'm just like locked in on a creative direction, being a fashion designer and shit like that. I just want to tone it down. That's all.
What made you sit down with COUNTYBOYSIN, bro?
I don't know. It's just authentic. You feel me? I just like your vibe. You're authentic. You feel what I'm saying? We had a lot of conversations in the DM before today. You feel what I'm saying? So
right. And
I just feel like when the time comes, when the right time comes, it be time to just do shit. You feel me? So
right.
I like authentic people, bro. That's what I like. I'm into authentic people. I don't care about a buzz. I don't care about none of that shit. I like authentic people. You feel me?
For sure.
I done worked with some of the biggest people, sat down with some of the biggest people. Right. At the end of the day, I like authentic shit.
Right. I appreciate that, bro. That's from the heart. I appreciate that. People act like they don't really want to give condolences, to to somebody who they feel like they even ain't on or should be on?
Because we in the clout era, though. You feel me? We in the clout era, so shit don't be really about how talented you are, how unique your platform is. This shit is about how big it is. You feel me? So you know how this shit go at the end of the day.
Right, bro. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
My boy Sai MOSQUIAT, we in here, right? All right, so Sai, you was at Roots Picnic the other day.
Yes, sir.
What was that about?
Yeah, I did chill. Support my my youngin West. West, his name West. D West on the Grammy, West 59th Street. He performed at the Roots Picnic. He was wearing my clothing line. He actually one of my latest brand ambassadors for my clothing line. So you know I went there to support my youngin. That's all. See the other people too, but I mean mainly to support West 59th Street.
Okay. What's your relationship like with Tor?
Tor?
Yes, yeah, with a T, like Tyler Tor,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, Tor, that's my guy.
That's
my guy, yeah. Tor, my guy. Shout out to Tor, he doing his thing.
Right. Yo, bro, do you have like a fishing line for Love Your Face? Because I fish, so I saw racing. I saw like the racing.
Yeah, racing T-shirt.
I saw the racing. I saw the racing. Do you have like a bass, like adventurous?
We might just sit down and do something like that. That's heavy. I like that.
Let me ask you why. Because a lot of companies, let's say Yeti, everything is just so pro outdoors and so pro. Like even when you think about some of the cars, like Range Rover, it's so pro mountain and fishing and backdoor and cooler. You know, you throw your cooler in there, that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, do you see that in the future for Love Your Face?
Yeah, I like that. You know the brand, the meaning behind the brand is like self-esteem, love yourself. You feel me? It's like a affirmation type of brand. You know what I mean? Telling people, you know, you're beautiful, you are who you are. You know what I mean? Like, love yourself regardless of whatever. So that's what the meaning behind the brand. So I've added a lot of different things into the brand. You feel me? And like I say, fishing is a good. We see I added racing into one of the T-shirts. So it's just like I'll be down with whatever. You feel me for the brand? Like that's what I am first. I'm a creative. You feel me? I like creating, bro. That's what I like doing. You feel me? I like sitting in front of that computer and designing and shit. I'm always open to ideas. Though.
Very, very intricate, right? You're an intricate type of guy, right? What's next for the rap career, and in terms of you taking just your rap and the clothing to another level? Like, how would you do that if somebody was to ask you, yo, bro, what, like, back against the wall, you know, because I live by a motto, like, take it to another level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole thing. How would you do that?
Yeah, marketing for real. Just marketing. Creative marketing, though, you feel me?
Right.
Like, people gonna sit back and watch right now what I'm about to do with Love Your Face. The music, if you like, I be on and off the music, you feel me? Like, I don't really have intention on being like a big rapper, a big famous rapper. That's not what I want for myself, especially at this age. I got a core fan base that love me, you feel me? Like, it's like I rap for them when I feel like rapping, you feel me? But the clothes, people gonna see what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to turn up, you feel me? A lot of influencers, a lot of brand ambassadors, a lot of product placement, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
So you got some Love Your Face for me, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess I'm shit to you.
Bro, you supposed to have some shit. For County Boy, bro, I'll pull up. You feel me? Nah, you good.
I got you. That's my word. I got you.
Nah, you good. I definitely need that. Because I don't gotta be a brand ambassador, but fuck around, I might have that shit in the background or just other shit I'm doing, right? So, bro, in terms of rappers, like who the hottest in the city? Like who do you listen? Right, so this is two questions. Who do you listen to? Wait, you got a flip phone and an iPhone?
Yeah.
Wait, show the camera. Wait, show the people you got a. What is that? Wait, why do you have a flip phone?
No, I'm an old head.
You're old head.
Old head. Nostalgia.
So you got the vintage Cartier, the vintage Hermes, and then you got the nostalgia.
I'm a classic type of guy.
Classic type of guy. Bro, who the hottest in the city in terms of rapping? It could be current, it could be within the last 10 years, and they kind of still got a wave kind of going on now. Who do you and a combination question? Who do you listen to currently?
It's hard for me to say who the hottest in the city right now. But who I listen to, I like the young and She TS.
SheTS.
Yeah, SheTS.
So I should get hit to SheTS.
Yes, you should.
All right, bet I'm gonna lock in with SheTS.
Listen to Tour, of course.
Tour, we got Tour.
Core, of course.
We got Core. We got Core.
Well, Big U not from the city, but you feel me? He in our mix. So
he from
Big
Jersey.
U, yeah.
Shout out Big U. Yeah,
Big
I just
U.
saw him, man. We just had Big U, yo.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta y'all gotta look out that interview I just did with U. Hell yeah, we just had U on here.
Well, who else I'm listening to from the city? I like what Skrilla doing. I like what he doing. Friday.
He from the city?
Friday, yeah. Friday from Philly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Friday from Philly. Hell yeah.
That's
Friday
what's
hot.
up.
Yeah, Friday hot.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, I like that.
I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some people, but
you said Skrilla. I did the vlog with Skrilla. That was a tough joint.
Yeah,
that was a tough joint.
I like Skrilla. It's unique.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Yeah.
I like Skrilla.
Meek?
Yeah, of course. Meek is. Yeah, of course, Meek. I'm waiting for Meek to drop. Hell yeah, I'm waiting.
You want to drop some shit?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we gonna see what it's about. I mean, kind of like, I don't know if you're gonna really kind of drop during like the Diddy situation.
I mean, that shit ain't, the streets don't really give a fuck about that shit. That's some old internet revenge of the nerds type shit. You feel me?
You think
niggas ain't really thinking Meek is no faggot, bro.
Nah. I'm not saying he is. What I'm saying is, I think he conscious of not wanting to go against the grain.
It's like the internet is like revenge of the nerds, bro. Like when motherfuckers get these, like it's the internet comment section, bro. Like, that should be the revenge of the nerds. Niggas that just be excited to be able to speak on cool motherfuckers. You feel me?
When did he say he was going to drop? And that's going to determine whether if
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Said. Yeah, I don't think he said.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he said. I don't think he announced.
Yo,
he started. He on a run right now.
I gotta get me like a little assistant that's able to kind of run to the stats.
Yeah. Why you doing it? Yeah,
I'm looking for an assistant too, man. No, for sure, you're not. But yeah, bro. So I wanted to. So who do you listen to on the daily? That was the second part of the question.
I've been listening to this guy from Baltimore named Nas G Chaz.
I'm on the block, I probably ain't got no rod on me. These niggas around me, they gon' risk it all for me.
He hot as hell.
Nas G Chaz.
Yeah, Nas G Chaz. He hot as shit. I listen to a lot of underground niggas. Like, let me see. I'm gonna pull up my Apple Music right now. I'm gonna just run you down niggas. Like, I listen to a lot of niggas that ain't like big. You feel me?
Right.
I be feeling like that's where the hot niggas at. A nigga named One Take Timmy. He from Kentucky. Fat Money. He from Chicago.
Okay.
Infamous. He from Georgia.
Okay.
SheTS. I told you him. I like Doug a lot. 42 Doug. Self-Paid Savage.
Doug. I like 42 Doug.
42 Doug.
Okay.
Yeah. Self-Paid Savage. He signed to EST. He hot. Major 9. He from Florida. He hot. You know how I started getting on 20 when he got out of jail. But Gunna. I like Gunna.
I like Gunna.
Gunna.
I actually, to be honest, I was listening to Gunna the whole way here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like Gunna.
No bullshit.
I like Gunna.
Hell yeah.
Gunna.
Speaking of Gunna, how you feel about what people trying to classify him as a snitch? Like, I know, and I'm gonna ask you a longer question with this. You come from the suburb. You have people in the streets. You say you like Gunna. I'm a suburban civilian myself. I am not in the streets, bro. Like, I don't get into no crime, nothing like that. Now, how would you classify Gunna, and how do you look at that whole situation with him and Thug?
I mean, and let me like not give it, because I don't want the people to think I'm giving it from a green standpoint. Like, I ain't a green nigga, you feel me? Like, I'm actually currently indicted. So it's like I'm out on bond right now. So it's like this shit ain't like, you feel me? I know what the fuck is going on. Like, you feel me? Like I said, I just got into the streets late.
I was gonna ask you about that too.
But it's like, I feel like Gunna never was a street dude from the beginning. You feel me? That's why it's like I don't really hold him accountable. He didn't really tell. Gunna took a plea deal. He didn't really tell. And he said during his plea deal, it was in the agreement that he has to answer the question, is YSL a gang? And he had to answer the question, yes. But that could not be used in court. It couldn't be used in court. They weren't allowed to use that in court. So it's like he's not a street guy. I don't care how people say, oh yeah, he was hanging around Thug. He's a rapper though. He was hanging around Thug because he's an artist. He wasn't a street guy.
To the fans. Okay, so my question is, yeah, what you're saying is 100% true to the fans. To the fans that didn't believe, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just putting it. I'm just asking the question that some may ask, right? To the fans, some of us knew, or some of us didn't know. He wasn't into what possibly Doug or some of these other guys are possibly into, right? But if to young Doug he was portraying that we in this together and we in this until we die, you know.
But he not locked up for committing any crimes. He was locked up for like lyrics, and he was locked up for like riding with Young Thug and a gun was in the car or some shit like that. Like he wasn't locked up for doing no gangster shit. He ain't locked up for being in a war or selling no drugs. He ain't locked up for no gangster shit. He locked up for like rapping about gangster shit and like, you feel me, and being a part of YSL. Like, you feel me?
Speaking of YSL, speaking of war, Lucci is now out.
Just dropped that shit.
You fuck with that? You fuck with what he just dropped?
Hot.
Now, how you feel about his situation and him throwing old boy out the car? I don't know if you heard about that, but you know, how do you feel about that, bro? Like, I mean, you know, he coming, and it seemed like he came out of jail kind of standing on that. It wasn't like, yo, damn, my man got shot while we tried to commit a drive-by murder.
When you in that shit though, you know, like shit don't go as planned. You feel me? Like that's just really what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like shit just don't go as planned. I lost 3 of my closest homies in one night, bro.
Right.
Like, you feel me? So it's like shit just don't go as planned. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes shit don't go as planned. You feel me? And if I wasn't on house arrest, I'd have been out there with them niggas. So it's like shit don't go as planned, bro. That's just how it is. It come with the streets. His man that he threw out the car knew he signed up for that, and his man that he threw out the car would have wanted him to keep going. If I'm dead, you feel me? You know, I don't want you jammed up in this shit. That's just you. Sometimes you just a sacrificial lamb. You feel me? That's just how that shit go, bro.
Oh yeah. Speaking on being a sacrificial lamb, speaking on going to prison, MOSQUIAT kind of confirms that he is out on bond. Yes, what is that for, Sai?
It's a federal case. I don't really want to dig into.
No, we ain't gonna dig into it.
It's just I got a federal open case though.
And look, how do you get away from that?
You know, tighten up. Leave shit alone. You feel me? Leave shit alone. I'm smarter than just breaking the law, street shit. You feel me? I'm smarter than that. I got a lot of shit going for myself. So it's like, you know, just leave shit alone. That's all. You take your lessons on the chin. You learn from them. You keep it moving. That's just all.
Other ways to make money.
Yeah, exactly. That's all. That shit ain't about nothing.
Other ways to make money.
That's all.
Right.
I
understand. Oh yeah. You know that. You know, people who look like us gotta understand that. You feel what I'm saying? Like our back really isn't always against the wall how we may kind of like think it is. You know, no matter what we see on social media, no matter you know what people tell us. You know, our mom might tell us to move out, or our mom might tell us to go to school or do things, whatever. But you know, we got to do it on our time, and we got to take it to another level on our own account. Right. So, is there anything that you want to tell your audience or tell anyone else's audience that who really might not know you, but just kind of like drifted upon this interview and drifted upon this video? What would you want to tell them in totality and in conclusion?
I don't know. Just check it. Just tap into me. You mean you want to see something you like? You feel me? I'm just a real nigga at the end of the day. You feel me? I feel like I'm one of the best lyricists in the world. So it's like, I mean, like, I don't come with all the antics. You feel me? If you're looking to be entertained by all the goofy antics, viral, you mean, doing whatever, sacrificing your motherfucking dignity and all that, I ain't that type of guy. But if you just like a real dude that makes some good music and makes some good clothes, you know what I mean, and say some real shit on, real shit on the internet every now and then, just tap into me, man. That's all. I mean, you'll be satisfied. That's all.
Yo, Sai, I appreciate you, bro, locking in with County Boy Sin.
I appreciate you, man. And make sure y'all get some banana mousse, man. That's all.
Banana mousse, right?
That's 834 North Broad Street. Tap in.
And Philly, your people's on this.
Yes, sir.
That's a good job, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro. We locked in. Anything you need from me,
yes, sir.
Let me know. If I'm doing some concert, you know what I'm saying? I shoot like a lot of backstage like shit for like artists and shit, like studio shit. If you want, like, yo, bro, I'm trying to do that. Just let me know, bro. And we in that joint, bro. I promise you. I don't give a damn how many followers. You could lose your page tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? No bullshit. So, bro, let me know. We locked in, bro. Appreciate you.
County Boy Sin brought his camera.